Now we've got three more sections here. So we've got HSL, split toning, and vignette. Vignette's already applied. It's just already built in. However, if you want to go in and adjust that, you can move it around. Let's say you want a stronger vignette on the side, you can just go in here, pull down on the shadows, and you can see we're getting a much nicer response. Split toning, I've actually applied the split toning effect inside DaVinci. I think this one might be a studio feature. So if you're not paying for DaVinci Resolve and that's not working, just delete it. And what you can do, you go back to the power library. If you go down to split tone here, I've actually created a split tone power grid for you. So you can just drag and drop that. And what that's going to do is it's going to cool down the shadows and it's going to warm up the highlights. So you can see just from that one adjustment, we're getting more of a split between the shadows and the highlights in terms of the color. So we're getting cooler shadows and warmer highlights. And then this one, we've got HSL. So I've made these adjustments in the curves. So you can see we've got our hue versus hue. So if I push up the oranges, it's going to push it to more of a red. If I pull it down, it's going to push it more yellow. So you can see now we're getting a totally different look on the image versus this. When you are pushing your hue and your saturation and your luminance in the curves, just be mindful that small changes can actually do a lot for the image. If you do want to push the hue, do it in a very subtle way. So you don't push it out and make it, that's going to look way too unnatural. Everything's way too green there. Everything's going to be way too pink. So you can start to see how it's unnatural looking. Dial it in nice and gently, and always keep an eye on your vector scope to see where those hues are getting pushed to as you're adjusting in the curves here.